Close your eyes and imagine the world map in front of you. Borders blurring, colors shifting. Traditional economic power centers are changing places. New players are stepping onto the stage. Which countries will be at the helm of the global economy in the future? In this deep dive, we'll explore this question using current data and trends, taking you on a journey to understand how the global economic landscape is being reshaped. In recent years, China and India have become prominent players in the global economy, each with remarkable growth trajectories. As of 2025, China's GDP is expected to exceed $19 trillion, positioning it as the world's second-largest economy, just behind the United States. China's rise has fundamentally transformed global supply chains, with the country becoming the largest manufacturer and a dominant force in global trade. The Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) continues to expand China's influence through massive infrastructure projects spanning Asia, Europe, and Africa. Furthermore, China is heavily investing in cutting-edge technologies, including AI, 5G, and green energy, setting itself up as a global leader in digital innovation, electric vehicles, and sustainable energy. India, with its youthful population of over 1.4 billion, is experiencing rapid economic growth. Its GDP is projected to approach $4 trillion by 2025, with the country growing at an impressive average rate of 7 to 8% annually. India's demographic advantage, coupled with its thriving technology sector, is positioning it as a future economic powerhouse. Bengaluru, already known as India's Silicon Valley, is joined by emerging tech hubs like Hyderabad and Pune, making India one of the world's fastest-growing tech centers. The country's IT services remain a major strength, but India is also diversifying into biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, e-commerce, and automotive industries, with a focus on innovation in each sector. Both China and India are focusing heavily on digitalization and artificial intelligence as key drivers of their future economic growth. China's efforts to lead the world in AI by 2030 are supported by large-scale state investments in high-tech industries. At the same time, India is emerging as a global hub for AI and blockchain innovation, with its growing digital infrastructure fostering a new generation of tech entrepreneurs and startups. By diversifying their economies and investing in high-tech sectors, both China and India are set to reshape global markets and assert their dominance on the world stage in the coming decades. The African continent, with its youthful population and rich natural resources, holds immense promise as one of the future's economic powerhouses. Although Africa represents 18% of the world's population, it still accounts for only about 3% of global economic output. However, this is changing rapidly, and Africa is poised to become a major player in the global economy in the second half of the 21st century. Countries like Nigeria and South Africa are at the forefront of this transformation. Nigeria, with a population exceeding 220 million and vast oil and gas reserves, remains Africa's largest economy, with a GDP surpassing $550 billion as of 2025. Despite ongoing fluctuations in oil prices, Nigeria is rapidly diversifying its economy, focusing on technology, agriculture, and renewable energy. The country has also emerged as a fintech hub, with Lagos leading Africa's digital financial revolution. Its booming startup ecosystem is attracting global investment, particularly in mobile banking and e-commerce. South Africa, with its well-developed infrastructure, financial markets, and mining sector, continues to be one of the continent's leading economies. Johannesburg remains a major financial center, and South Africa's GDP is projected to reach around $400 billion in 2025. However, the country faces ongoing challenges such as high unemployment, poverty, and income inequality. Investments in renewable energy and large-scale infrastructure projects are playing a crucial role in driving economic recovery and long-term growth. Brazil, with its vast agricultural land, rich mineral resources, and energy reserves, remains the largest economy in Latin America, with a GDP of approximately $2.2 trillion as of 2025. Brazil is steadily moving toward becoming a more influential player in the global economy. The country's recent economic reforms and infrastructure investments continue to drive growth, particularly in agriculture, mining, energy, and manufacturing. Brazil is experiencing substantial progress, and its integration into global markets is strengthening. However, Brazil continues to face challenges in reducing corruption, political instability, and addressing income inequality to maintain its growth momentum. The economic crisis between 2014 and 2016 deeply impacted the country's political and economic landscape, but recent recovery efforts and reforms under new leadership are showing potential for sustainable growth. Brazil is also solidifying its role as a major energy producer, with Petrobras, its state-owned oil company, remaining one of the world's largest oil producers. Investments in energy infrastructure, along with increasing interest in renewable energy sources, are positioning Brazil as a significant player in the evolving global energy market. Technology and innovation are crucial in determining which countries will lead the global economy. South Korea, with tech giants like Samsung, LG, and Hyundai, continues to secure a strong presence in global markets. Its education system, substantial investment in research and development (R&D), and cutting-edge digital infrastructure are key drivers of its progress. By 2025, South Korea remains a global leader in 5G technology, AI, and semiconductor production, solidifying its leadership in the tech sector. Similarly, Israel maintains its reputation as a high-tech powerhouse, earning the title Startup Nation. As of 2025, Israel continues to excel in biotechnology, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and defense technologies. Its robust startup ecosystem, supported by advanced research institutions and venture capital, contributes significantly to economic growth. Israel's defense industry, among the most advanced in the world, remains a major driver of technological progress with global impacts. The rapidly evolving tech ecosystems of these countries are not only bolstering their economic growth, but are also reshaping their labor markets. The influence of technology and innovation on economic development continues to serve as a model, increasingly adopted by other nations. Traditional economic powerhouses, like the US and Europe, are recalibrating their positions in response to rising economies. The US, while remaining a global leader in technological innovation and financial markets, has experienced slower economic growth in recent years. Silicon Valley and other tech hubs continue to attract substantial global investments, but the US now faces intensified competition from China, India, and other emerging economies. The European Union, meanwhile, continues efforts to enhance its competitiveness by leveraging its single market. The European Green Deal, launched in 2020, remains a cornerstone policy aimed at transitioning the EU toward a greener economy through carbon reduction and promoting renewable energy. As of 2025, Europe's ongoing challenges include an aging population, migration pressures, and the economic adjustments following Brexit, which continue to raise concerns about future growth. Despite these challenges, both the US and Europe maintain considerable influence in finance, technology, and culture. Strategic policies and innovation efforts will likely continue shaping the global economic landscape throughout the coming decades. The global economic map is undergoing significant changes, with traditional power centers increasingly challenged by emerging economies. China and India are solidifying their positions as dominant players, while regions like Africa and Latin America are experiencing noticeable growth. Investments in technology and innovation are proving to be essential drivers of economic power, with countries like South Korea and Israel demonstrating remarkable progress. While the US and Europe continue to play essential roles, their relative influence may gradually shift as new economic powers rise. Ultimately, the global economy's future will depend on how countries respond to challenges, diversify their economies, and implement strategic policies for long-term growth.